Meet Roboute Gulliman, Primarch of the Ultramarines, Master Tactician, Empire Builder, and the man who basically keeps the Imperium from collapsing every 1,000 years. His story spans from genius child emperor to galactic statesman to frozen demigod to resurrected legend. Let's dive in. Born on the distant world of Marat, Gulliman landed not in a wasteland like many of his brothers, but straight into the hands of a noble family. Raised by Kono, a just and disciplined ruler, he absorbed statesmanship, strategy and responsibility from childhood. By the time he reached adulthood, Gulliman wasn't just a warrior, he'd already reorganised Marat into one of the most prosperous and stable human civilizations in the galaxy. When the Emperor finally found him, Gulliman's realm, Ultramar, was already thriving. Under his command, the Ultramarines Legion became one of the most efficient, adaptable and loyal forces in the Imperium. Planets weren't just conquered, they were rebuilt, reorganised and folded into a functioning empire. Gulliman wasn't only winning wars, he was building futures. Then came the Horus Heresy. The Ultramarines betrayed by the Wool Bearers at Calth, launching one of the largest surprise attacks in Imperial history. Gulliman's leadership and sheer tenacity held the Legion together through orbital battles, ground warfare and radiation-soaked underground fighting. One of his most iconic moments, he fought bareheaded on the hull of his flagship in the vacuum of space, carving through traitor forces while void storms exploded around him. No armour seal, no helmet, just a Primarch facing betrayal head-on. Despite overwhelming treachery, Gulliman rallied his sons, stabilised Ultramar and pushed back the traitors long enough to prevent the Imperium from shattering entirely in the Eastern Galaxy. After the heresy, Gulliman became the Imperium's architect. His Codex Astartes reshaped the entire Space Marine structure, preventing any legion from ever becoming too powerful again. He transformed Ultramar into a cluster of self-sufficient worlds, one of the only regions that constantly thrives while the rest of the Imperium burns. His reforms, logistics and strategy kept humanity alive for 10,000 years, even while he was gone. After being mortally wounded by Fulgrim, Gulliman spent millennia frozen in stasis, alive but unable to heal. Then, during the 41st millennia's darkest hour, the Ynnari, the Adeptus Mechanicus and Belisarius Cawl combined their knowledge to resurrect him. Gulliman awakened to a broken Imperium, declared himself Lord Commander and immediately began repairing what he could, launching the Indomitus Crusade, revitalising the Imperium war machine and becoming humanity's last great hope against the endless night. Roboute Gulliman, warrior, statesman, empire builder, and the only Primarch who seems determined to drag the Imperium into a future worth fighting for.